Hey guys, it's Ross going on Space Couch today, as well as watching Babylon 5 yesterday. I also watched this, The Clone Wars, the movie that kicked it all off. It'd been a while since I'd seen this, and I've been watching the prequels. I'm still at the point in Attack of the Clones where Anakin and Padme are about to go into the arena, but I thought I'll watch this because when I eventually get around to finishing off Attack of the Clones, this Clone Wars is basically what comes next before Revenge of the Sith, because obviously the final season of Clone Wars is what ties into Revenge of the Sith. But yes, there you go, there is just the back cover. Let's see what it says. In a galaxy far, far away. The Star Wars saga continues in this first ever animated feature from Lucasfilm Animation. Featuring some of your favourite characters and a host of new ones, this is Star Wars like you've never seen it before. As the Clone Wars sweep through the galaxy, Anakin Skywalker and his new Padawan learner Ahsoka Tano plunge into a dangerous mission to rescue the kidnapped son of crime lord Jabba the Hutt. The renegade Count Dooku is determined to make sure that they fail, and with his deadly assassin Asajj Ventress in pursuit, this is a mission with grave consequences. Meanwhile, on the front lines, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Yoda lead the massive clone army in a valiant effort to defeat the droid army and resist the forces of the dark side. Lightsabers ready, a new era of adventure awaits. Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Christophsis is a incredible plant. I'd love to see that in live action. Ahsoka, because we've seen her all the way through to Rebels, looking back at her now, wasn't as annoying as originally. She was a bit irritating at first, but obviously that character grew and developed and has become one of the most loved characters in Star Wars. There was only a couple of lines that I cringed at, like when they're flying to Tatooine, being chased by the droid fighters, and they're getting hit, and then she says, "Oh, we should have done the rear deflector shield, shouldn't we?" And he goes, "Not now." I said, "Yeah, absolutely right, not now. Not the time to point that out." And a couple of other lines like that where she's a little bit annoying, but she's a young character, a young girl, so there's those elements in it. I did notice the animation, particularly on Kenobi with his beard and his hair, and even with his lip movements, has come a very long way. That was the one I noticed that with most. The others, it seemed okay. Asajj Ventress, what a great character. I love her voice. Oh, it's just so seductive. The power of the dark side, I suppose. And her interplay with Kenobi is great throughout the whole of the Clone Wars. Count Dooku had his Sith eyes in this one, which was interesting. And it is, in fact, the voice of Christopher Lee, and it's the voice of Samuel L. Jackson. And there's one other. I think it might be Frank Oz doing Yoda. Oh no, it's Ashley Eckstein. It's the one I'm thinking of. But maybe Frank Oz did Yoda. I'm not certain. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Great battles on the planet Christophsis. I mean, my God, the brutal side of war, which this show was very good at, and was very good at humanizing the clones. You know, they're getting taken out constantly. Oh, I'd forgotten how brutal it was. And all the way through the Clone Wars, clones are just constantly slaughtered. But they're all following orders, like when he promises Rex, Anakin promises Rex he'll come and help him, and then he says, because they have to take Rotta the Hutt back to Tatooine, that he can't come and help us. That's all right, sir, the mission comes first. You know, very good soldier. But that was the first time we see Rex, of course, and we see Rex and Ahsoka's first meeting, which was interesting, because obviously they're back together again in Rebels, and of course throughout the whole of the Clone Wars. But yeah, I did thoroughly enjoy this. It's funny with Dooku, when he says to Ventress at the end, "We will discuss this later," about her failure to stop the Jedi returning Rotta the Hutt. But that was another thing I did like, was Zero the Hutt, his uncle, how they've depicted that particular Hutt with that southern affectation type of voice, and the feather and the makeup, I suppose it is. And when he's trying to flee, he's like, so it's like, so slowly away. That was really good. But yes, I really thoroughly enjoyed the Clone Wars TV series. I don't think I've seen all of the other animated one, that is much more like a cartoon. Was it Jodorowsky? I can't remember exactly. But I've seen some of that. I do find the animation style a little bit jarring. And I'm sure I've got that here. I'll have to watch that again at some point. Because I think Asajj Ventress, who was just unnamed in that version, liked that character. So she got dropped into this. And I have to admit, I was a little bit disappointed with the Dark Disciple book that wrapped up her storyline. But overall, she was great. Everyone in this is great, and there was so much amazing stuff that followed this as well in the Clone Wars. All the stuff about the Force, all the stuff about the clones, Palpatine's manipulations, everything. It was able to go into the depth that they couldn't do in the movies. And obviously it's only just now wrapped up. Very satisfactorily is my understanding, certainly, with the Siege of Mandalore. And of course, Darth Maul was brought back into this when everybody before had just thought he was dead at the end of the Phantom Menace. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed, definitely recommended, and I can't wait to start on season 1. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.